Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since I've done that intro. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram, and today is going to be my August kit lineup. I have made a decision to film the kit lineups after the month has happened because two reasons. One, I typically solidly have a plan. Kits don't usually move, but July that happened. And I guess people don't really need to know why, but I think it'd be easier just to do kit lineups after the month for partially that reason, and then two, I think a lot of kind of private things happen. Well, not private, but I think more events are happening, and not that anyone's gonna find where I am or whatnot while it's happening, but I feel a little bit better about doing speaking on those things if they're a part of why I chose to use a kit after it happens. And then the third is that I'm fine with putting these up a little bit later because they're memory planning spreads, so it's not critical for me to get these stickers down. I'm still not finished July, and I know I'm not that far behind, but it's not a big deal if this goes up later, because I would be working with these stickers after the month happens anyway. So that is my long-winded way of saying sorry. Well, sorry, but not actually sorry that this is late, but this is to inform you I guess that these are going to be coming up after the month now instead of before the month or during the month. Maybe they'll come up right at the end of the month, but usually they're going to come up after the month has happened because of X, Y, and Z, which I just explained. So now that rambling is done, let's move on into the actual kit lineup. Okay, so August is going to kind of be a storyline driven rather than event driven type of month. I have a series of kits that I want to just flow into each other, so rather than basing them on a month, events happening during the week, they will be based on the storyline that I have going. So for the first full week in August, which is August 4th to August 10th, I will be using this collaboration kit between Paper Crown Planner and the Pretty Pink Co. that they released last year called Summer Soiree. I picked it up foiled in rose gold. So the story I have is that we're spending an evening, we're walking through an evening into the night. That's the rough story. It's more a transition from evening to night to a later night and then night. But all of my kits kind of have this sunset type of feel or nighttime feel, because to me August is the end of summer. I think I still have one more kind of summery kit for September planned, but the suns, August and sunsets go hand in hand because the end of summer, it's the end of the day, so sunsets make a lot of sense for me in August. So this is the party before the end of the night, or the evening party. So it's called Summer Soiree, if I didn't mention. I picked it up in rose gold. You have your two floral themed boxes here. This quote box says, "Life is a celebration, enjoy it well." The week prior would have been more suitable for this kit because we had a bunch of birthdays happening, but sometimes you gotta sacrifice planning for the events for your story. So I just really love the colors and the berry theming of this kit. And lanterns are always going to get me. I'm sorry, I'm just going to check my framing. Okay, so that is the first page. Second page, you have your three headers, one with the scallop, I do struggle with the Pretty Pink Hose format a little bit because she has a lot of these full-length boxes, which I just don't vibe with. And this is an older format with the Paper Crown Planner collab. So this is not like the Pretty Pink Hose format. So this has some deco, some icons, some layering elements, and like smaller boxes. You have your bottom washi here, another full box, date covers, and the lace. I did also pick up a sheet of the florals. You have the washi. These are not mirrored, but again, this is an older format. Some florals here. This is the journaling page. So you have like a Polaroid, some more layering bits, a larger corner floral here. This is also journaling, more deco, some scenes. And then this is what they call their deco page. Fashion person here, more of these lights, butterflies, lantern elements. And then, let's see, what else do I have here? This is from their old format of their decorative kit. So this is the deco page, so just more deco. The frames and stamps. I always love a good frame and stamp moment. And then the scenes. Actually, I think now that I think about it, let me see. I might have some D-stash fashion. Yeah, here. Some fashion dolls. I got these in a D-stash that go with this collection. So those are the fashion dolls. This was part of their like decorative kit. And then I have the Rose Sidebar Color Wash. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this collection yet, but at least I have the color wash, has an option. So that is for the first week in August. For the second week, which is August 11th through the 17th, I'm going to use Stash of Suns Summer Sunset. This was one of those kits that came out, and I'm like, I have to use it. Purple and yellow, I feel like, is having a really great moment. Purple, yellow, orange. I mean, it's purple and orange specifically, but this one has a lot of yellow in it. I feel like purple and yellow are having their moment right now, and I'm going to lean into it. Purple and orange. There's more yellow in this kit. That's why I say yellow, but it's purple and orange that I'm thinking of. So this is a reformat of her older version. I think the kit was also called Summer Sunset then. So these are your 9 full boxes. You have 2 floral themed ones here. Let the waves carry you where the light cannot. And I just love the lanterns. More lanterns. So this is in my head like when the sun's really starting to dip, but it's not yet below the horizon. That's the purple color. So like here's early evening, and you transition into those darker purples here. This is foiled in gold. I believe Chelsea only does light gold. So that's your full boxes, your boxes page, and your washi page, full length. That's the only version of washi strips she does now. And then you get some deco on the side. I also grabbed the alcohol inks, which have some fun texturing in a few of them. And then let's go over to this washi sampler. I just fell in love with this one. This is like date cover or bottom washi, I don't know yet. But there's that. And then this is the large deco. You have two large floral corners, or large florals here. The little Volkswagen, I don't know what kind of car it is. So that's those pages. I went a little ham on this collection because I really liked it. So I did pick up the entire decorative kit. I'm just going to flip through that real quick. If you're interested, I think it's in one of my recent hauls. But I just love Chelsea's work. So, I mean, that's why I PR for her. Not why I PR for her, but it makes it easier for me to PR for her. And my wallet is happy because I PR for her. So that's those pages. Then I do have the foil deco. This here's one large, well, not that, the palm tree is one large scene. Come on, get the side. Thank you. Then we have the foiled functional. And I tell myself that I don't need this, but she has some fun like deco pieces here, and I have to like do it every time. And then we have foil quotes. And then I also, since I was going a little crazy, have both washi overlays. I don't know which one I'm going to use, but we'll find out when we get there. And then I'll have plenty of leftovers to do something else. I don't know what, but I will. So that is my second week. Like, you know, you're now really starting to hit that evening feeling. For the, you know why I don't know why I'm taking these off, because like these kind of do flow into each other. For the next week, which will be August 18th through the 24th, I will be using this Summer Sunsets, plural sunsets, from Starlight Paper. So this one leans into like the dark purples and then starts to bring the blue in, like blue of the night. So I did spend a lot of time thinking about like how I wanted to order these kits. So that is that. And if you cannot tell, this one is foiled in hollow. This is the first kit I think that Cedar released doing like decorative kits only with your standard weekly kit add-ons. So these are the 6 full boxes. Mine's foiled in hollow with your lace trims here at the bottom, not trims, headers at the bottom. Then you have the elements page, people mix, floral edges, the florals, people mix 2, the scenery 2, Polaroid mix, summer sunset quotes, people, torn paper, functional, and days of the week. And you get a good like amount of things here. I also have the boxes for my, since I'm going to be using this in my standard vertical, oh my goodness. Then we have large florals with the sea life, well not sea life, starfish. And then we have the swatches. I still pick up, as I've said before, mine on transparent matte when available to me. I don't know, I just like the way that it layers better. I'm getting used to the washi swatches, but I will vehemently hold on to doing it on transparent matte if I can. This was the freebie you got if you order during new release weekend. I just love, like, yeah, because this, I mean, this I think is probably about the same time of day, realistically, maybe even higher because this one's up more. But like color wise, this makes me think a little bit later because of the blues. And then this is the foil sampler, and Sita was very thoughtful. She gave me my freebie in hollow to use with this collection because that's when I ordered it and asked for my freebie. So that is week 3. I'm just so used to sliding these things off the screen when I do that. So the last one is kind of like, so I originally intended to put the Pretty Pink Hose, what is that, the Moonlit Shore here, but I felt like I try to like really switch it up. And I was digging through because I was starting to feel like it might be too much purple. Not that I'm against too much purple, but I was starting to feel like maybe it's a little too much purple. So I went digging, and I remembered I was really excited about Fireflies. So I think my thought process was, this is definitely more like night, like the sun is set kind of night, and the blue carries on over to this collection. Part of me is still debating whether I should do Moonlit Shore, but I want to use a different variety shop. I think for like the past 2 months I've been doing like 2 kits from a shop each month, and I want to get away from that. So that's why I'm going to pull in Fireflies from Paper Trail Plans for the week of August 25th to August 31st, the last week of August. This really gives me like solidly nighttime. Moonlit Shore gives me like middle of the night because I picked it up in silver, but this is giving me like after the sun sets. You know, you need to like start turning on the lights nighttime. So this is an older format. They actually don't do standard weekly kits at the moment. They do the decorative kit with the standard weekly add-ons. But like I just want to go ahead and use this collection. So I picked this one up during the second re-release of Fireflies. So that was your full boxes. This is their boxes page. This is like old format. Bottom washi, day covers. I picked mine up in traditional gold. This is how old you can tell these are cut. Just because it felt right. This is also back when they had like different size alcohol ink samplers. This is the foil deco. I felt like the traditional gold just hit better. I feel like traditional gold hits better in the summer anyway. This is journaling page 1. I'm trying to remember if this was new. Part of these are new. Journaling page 2. This is the lightning bugs days of the week. The email freebie from the re-release. The string lights sampler. Deco sampler. Wait, what's the difference between this one and this one? Oh, this is more summer nights. This is more general. Lightning bug sampler. These are from, they released a decorative kit at the time. So this is an older format. Torn paper, scenes swatches, deco, and then the floral. This was, I purchased this before I realized that I prefer like bouquets, like large bouquets, rather than like these small florals. These are a pretty good size though for me, so it won't be too bad. So this is going to be like my closing of summer, like officially closing up on summer. I feel like this really will, it like closes the chapter of summer. Like I don't know why I kind of think summer has like sunsets into night, but that's how like it works in my brain. So that's why I decided to go with Fireflies. It kind of gave me more, like I feel like I'm partially still debating, but I feel like I want to use this one more. Also because something celebratory happened during this time. Yeah. I can't speak on it at this point in time, even though I spent the whole beginning of this talking about why. But like, you know, something really great happened this week too, which I will probably get to in the plan with me when I can finally talk about it. But yeah, I feel like this is more appropriate for like this time in my life. Like that week versus Moonlit Shore. So that's my rationale for that. Plus I really just want to use it. It's so pretty. I just want to use it. So yeah, those are going to be my 4 weeks of August. I did debate about flip-flopping the 2 summer night kits. I feel like I like their placement where they are now. Just because I feel like this one just feels more nighttime to me than this one. Unless comments sound off and are like, no, you really should switch it, I'm probably just going to keep it where it is. Yeah, I'm excited to, I think I technically go like one more summer kit, like a carnival kit. I've started the tradition of doing like a carnival kit in September, because that's when like carnivals happen in my area, kind of like in that weird summer to fall transition, like just before back to school. So that's where it feels more right for me to do a carnival kit, which I think most people would associate with summer. But that will be my like one last true summer kit before I dive right into fall. I actually do not remember what my September lineup looks right now, which is funny because I should know, because I've been planning it for a while. But yeah, I'm going to start really diving into fall after this. So that is the kit lineup. Let me know any of your thoughts on whether I should move anything. I'm probably not. But if we really think these two should switch. But I feel like the story, actually let me do it this way. I feel like the color story works really well this way. He feels a little bit of an outlier, but like it pulls into the blue. Plus I like doing the weird things like that, as we know about this, as we know that about me. And like one more last hollow kit for the summer. And I think that's kind of all I want to say. It's been a while since I've done like this. It's been like almost 2 months since I filmed the kit lineup, so I'm a little rusty on how I usually do these. But yeah, so that is the lineup. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would love it if you gave it a little like, leave a comment with any of your thoughts down below, and I'd be so happy if you joined my little channel here by subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!